Hello everyone, welcome to another video. So today I'm going to be talking to you or discussing how to succeed as a woman and be a role model to your children and to the younger generation. Our first point for today is be close to God. For you to succeed in this life as a person, as a woman, as a mother, and aunt, you have to be close to God, because Matthew chapter 6 verse 33 says, "Seek ye the kingdom of God first, and every other thing will be added unto you." If you have God, you have everything. You have everything. If you ask God of anything you want in this life, God takes you through those stages. Sometimes you ask and then you are thinking this is exactly what you need. But when you seek the face of God, when you ask for the will of God, sometimes it takes you through processes. And you discover that by the time you get to that thing that you asked Him, you must have grown in so many areas. And if you had not seek His face and gone straight, you see that a lot of people do mistakes, have failures in some things, get duped and all that. That's not to say sometimes people don't seek the face of God. Some people seek the face of God, but they still go through these stages. But when you seek the face of God, even when you go through bad times like that, He has a way of sending the Holy Spirit to console you. He has a way of protecting you from, maybe it would have been death, it would have been an accident that would have caused so many things, but He will protect you, guide you through all that. So when you have God, you have everything. He opens doors for you, open ways for you, teach you, hold your hand through everything that you're supposed to do and you're supposed to be in life. And then number 2 says positivity / positive affirmations. You need to be positive for you to succeed in this life. You don't look at everything as negative. You don't look at things as someone coming at you. Okay, my village people are at it again. Why is my own not going well? Most times, not sometimes, most times when you have negatives in your lives, they're because they want you to learn from them. The most important thing is, what do you do when the positives you are expecting didn't come? When they don't come, you take it, you pray to God. Okay, God, what am I going to do? What am I supposed to do? I need to relax. I need to pray again. I need to take different steps and see how it goes. You keep taking, even when you are seeing red, you keep declaring green. You keep saying positive things. I am great. I'm going to succeed in this business. If it's only one person on this planet Earth that is going to succeed in this academics, that is going to pass this exam, that is going to have this child, that will be me. And when you start talking like that, it says a lot of things in your system. Even the world, the environment works in your favor. So staying positive and having a good support system around you, people around you like your spouse, your friends, your parents, that will tell you that it's going to work. You're going to do great. You're going to be a great person. All these kind of things, they work together for you to become successful. And then number 3 is take steps. You know, it's a saying that if you can't fly, you should run. If you can't run, you should walk. If you can't walk, you should crawl. No matter what, just keep moving. Don't just stay in one place. Do something. Think about something. Let your brain work. Let your mind wander around to think of, okay, if this doesn't work, then what can I do? And then you take steps towards achieving that thing. I have a video about investing in yourself. I'll link that video up here. When you watch that video, you understand what I'm talking about on this point number 3 very well. So point number 4 says, do not be afraid to take risk. Do not be afraid to take risks. Sometimes successful people are people who take risks. Sometimes people say, I don't want to invest in this business. I don't want to go to this school. I don't want to do this and do that. My husband was showing me something on Facebook, Instagram the other day, that they said, someone said, if you want to take that course, the course is going to finish in the next 5 years and you are 32 now. By the time the course finishes, you are about 35 or 36 years old. That's a long time. The post says, even if you don't take this course or you don't do that job, you don't do that thing that you want to do that you think is going to take so much time, you will still get to that age eventually. So how about you start doing this thing, and then when you get to that stage, you are that age and then you have a success to show. Some years back, before I started my platform at Fertile Moms on Instagram, I spoke with some friends and family members about we starting a business, and then one of them said, well, this kind of business, it takes about 5 years before you get to the stage where someone can actually say, okay, I know this person, somebody is doing something here. The other one said, no, she's afraid of online businesses that they dupe people here and there. And I'm like, okay, but people are still doing this thing. So how about you give it a shot and trust God to be among the favored ones that people don't dupe them? And both of them said, nah, it's not their thing. And I was like, okay, let me take a shot. And then 2 years down the line, here am I. A lot of people know me, and I'm not up to the 5th year already. I'm not even close to 5 years yet, because I haven't done up to 2 years and 5 months. And because I took the risk, I dare it. I said, let me do it. Even if it doesn't work, I'll look for another thing. And it worked. Because in life, there are two things. If something is going to succeed, okay, let's say you have 100% chance of something. You want to go to school, you want to start a business, you want to go for an interview, you want to ask for a favor. If you have 50% chance of getting a yes, a positive, and 50% chance of getting a negative, and if you don't take that step, that the 50% that is going to say yes or is going to give you a positive, then you have 100% negative with you already. So I don't give negative that chance in my life. I go all out, and then I go for that 50 that is going to give me a positive, and most of the time I get a yes, I get a positive, and then I don't sit there and say, oh, if only I had done that. Successful people take actions, learn from their mistake, learn from their failures. They said, okay, because I did A and then I didn't succeed, I lost money, I lost friends, I lost contact, maybe let me try B or C and see if it will work. Because if you don't take risk, if you don't learn from your failures, your past mistakes, how do you now grow? Because you won't grow, you won't know you are doing something wrong. So having failure is not all bad. It depends on how you take it, because most of the times you come back stronger. And that is what makes you a successful person, a successful woman, that someone will say, oh, if this person could do it, then I can do it as well. Number 5 says, do not be afraid of rejection. A lot of people, especially women, are so afraid of rejection. Rejection is not a good thing. Nobody wants to be rejected. But we project rejection very negatively. Sometimes it's good we find out why we are being rejected. Most people who were rejected gave up immediately. People think because I am not good enough, that's why they rejected me, because I'm not so beautiful. Sometimes when you are rejected, it means God is saying something. Some years back, I think 2 years ago, we wanted to start a particular business, and then we requested for funds from a family friend. This family friend was willing to help us with the funds, and then a close family member went behind us and said, no, you can't give them this. I don't want you to help them. And it hurt so bad at that time. But do you know, if we had done that business, I wouldn't have been here speaking with you right now. And I know that if 100 people are hearing the sound of my voice, at least this thing is making sense to one person, which is good enough for me. I wouldn't have been here today, because that business was not going to come towards this side. But God rejected, because God had something better for us. But we didn't know at that time. We were so sad, we were broke, and we needed that. And we felt that was what would have changed our lives. So sometimes rejection is not that you are the worst person, you are the bad one. Sometimes people who reject you, they are even afraid of you. They are intimidated by your boldness. They already know what you are made of, but you don't know that. So rejection is not all that bad. And then sometimes when you get rejected, you are supposed to think, okay, why can't I get in? Why am I not going to get this? Did I do something wrong? And then you find out that maybe sometimes they want you to, maybe, let's say if it was a job, they wanted you to have a particular skill and add on top of what you already have. Or if it was a school, They didn't just want you to have jam, they wanted you to pass through IJMB, something like that. They want you to come through direct entry. So that's why they rejected you. So what you do is, if you truly want that, you can say, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to learn this skill and learn other skills and add on this and come back and reapply. Or I'm going to go through the IJMB and come back and apply for direct entry. Or while I am still waiting, maybe I'll apply for other ones and try something new. So rejection is how you take it, that it reacts to you. So when you are not afraid of rejection, when you don't let rejection weigh you down, that makes you successful. You go forward, you don't hold yourself back. That will make you a role model, that will make you successful. So number 7 says, do not underrate yourself. People who underrate themselves say things like, the normal Nigerian saying is, who dash monkey banana? Like they said something about them, that maybe they called your name somewhere and they said, it's not me, that should be somebody else. Even last week they said that in our church, that should be somebody else. They say, why? They say, because it can't be me, I'm not good for that. Why do you think I'm not good for that? The person you are referring to, I'm not sure that person has 2 heads. The person had just 1 head like you, and that person was born of a woman just like you. You don't underrate yourself. Some people find it very difficult to accept compliments, especially women. When they say, look, this is stop insulting me, Joe. Am I like you? I don't understand. God created you in his own image. So why do you think you are not beautiful? You are beautiful because nobody has the direct definition of beauty, because beauty is differently. People portray beauty differently. You might look at me and say I'm very ugly, but my husband will say I'm the most beautiful woman on earth, and he has his fact. You might look at a big-bodied lady that has body and you say you don't like her, she's fat. Another man will tell you he wants a woman with flesh. That is the most sexiest woman on earth. So when somebody says you are beautiful, the person is not mocking you. The person looks at you and the person knows and feels you are beautiful. That's why they gave you the compliment. They say, okay, I came first in my class because the other person was sick or the exam was cheap. A lot of people passed. No. Give yourself credit. I really worked hard this semester. I really worked hard on this job and I got a promotion. Not because somebody wanted to help me, but because the grace of God was upon me. God favored me. Stop attributing your success to luck. And you are not lucky, you are favored. You worked hard and God favored you. That will make you successful. That will make your children, your friends, your colleagues say, wow, I want to be like this woman. You know, these days, people will like what you are doing. People will love you, but they won't tell you. They are watching you like a film, especially your children. They don't do what you tell them to do. They do what you do. So if you are rejecting yourself, putting yourself in these negative forms, they are saying this, and you are falling their hands. When you carry yourself like that, they love that and they want to follow your footsteps. You are really doing something, not just for you, but in the lives of other people around you. You even make your spouse proud. Number 8 says, do not bother much about gossip. Yes, a successful woman or person doesn't bother about what people say about them, because people will always talk about you. Even the dead, people gossip dead people. Even babies, infants, people gossip infants. If people don't talk about you, then you don't exist. You don't bother about what people say. Sometimes when you hear these things, okay, let's say somebody says something bad about you and you come to hear about it. What you do is, sometimes you can take the high road and ignore. Sometimes you say, okay, but this person said this. I know that this is where I am in the heart of this person. So this is how I'm going to be relating with this person from now on. Okay, maybe you used to person your secret and then you heard the secret from someone else. That one, personally, I can confront you because I trusted you and I told you my secret and I was expecting you to keep it. But for you to spill it, I will approach you and say, oh, I'm sorry, I was not meant to tell you this, but this was meant to be a secret. So why did you spill it? For the person to know that, okay, they have messed up, and for them to know that for you messing up, I know where you belong. Now I will no longer trust you with my secrets, but then we are going to be cool. But I know how to stand with you. I know my place in your heart, and you will know your place in my heart henceforth. But if it's a normal gossip, I'm not going to bother myself going to you're calling me big auntie, so I'm not going to bother myself to leave my work and go confront you. But I already know how to deal with you, how to relate with you, so you don't have something to go back and corrupt people's ears about me. So when you go chasing gossip, you forget to pursue your own success. So when you want to be successful, you ignore gossip, because they will always gossip you. Even your family members will gossip you. Number 9 said, do not force yourself to fit in. Do not force yourself to fit in. Sometimes people feel, I have to dress this way for me to be accepted. I have to talk in a certain way before people can accept me in their life. Stop worrying about what you can't change and what you can't control and what is not working. Start focusing your energy about that which is working, and God will turn that which is not working to work. If it is His will for you that that particular one should work, it's possible He wants you to go through the one that is working to learn, like a training school, before that which is not working will come. Sometimes the one you think is not working that would have been the best is actually something that would have even destroyed you. So that which is not working shouldn't be that is going to worry you so much, because if I was tall, they would have loved me. If my hair was long, if I could speak good English. No, just be you. You don't need to be rebellious in some form, but you just need to be yourself. Let people love you for who you are. Let people accept you for who you are, because you are a good person. If you want to be something else, you will forget one day, or you get tired of this person that you are claiming to be. Then what else? What now happens? But if you are yourself, just trying your best, people will love you for who you are. No matter what you do, not everybody will love you. I come here, I put on content, I'm trying to be positive, but somebody somewhere will say, no, I don't like this lady. I don't even like the way she talks. Why is she so local? Somebody must have something to say. So if you want to please everybody, this which you are doing to please 100,000 people, 5,000 people are complaining. So just be you. The ones that love you are for you. The ones that don't love you, shikina, no problem. Life goes on. And then we have number 10, which is the last but not the least. Stop dwelling on your past. Stop dwelling on the past. The past is not what you would dwell on. The mistakes you did years ago, 2 days ago, are not something. You just take it as lessons and go forward. You can't change the past, but you can work on the future. Just move forward so that it will work for you, it will work for your children, and then you learn how to focus on the front. Okay, something happened to me and I wasn't happy. So I am not going to think about that again. I'm going to think about which is going to happen tomorrow, and I will work hard so that this works. If you do all these things, you practice all these things, you're going to be successful no matter what. If something was not working and you start putting all these 10 points that I said here, you will see that you start experiencing changes. I've done it over the years, and that is what has brought me where I am today. And I know as I'm doing that, I am going forward. So just try putting them together, and with the help of God, you are going to reach there. So thank you all. My name is Blessing Sule, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.